distance. It is the fifth video and is the continuation of special stylistic issues in technical and business writing, whereas in the previous video we covered these points: eliminating contractions, curbing feelings and personifications, choosing gender neutral language, and now we are going to keeping jargons in its place. Well, the word jargon are called specified vocabulary which is used by one class of experts and is not understood by other. Or in other way we can say jargons are the words, technical jargons are the words which may have different meanings for the different people. They are called jargons. Fine. Well, in scientific writing, to avoid confusion, it is preferred that the writer must not use unnecessary jargons, and in case he is using a jargon and is inevitable, then he must explain them. For example, once many years ago, in a in a factory, the engineer called a newly hired person and asked him go and crack the nut of the engine. Go and crack the nuts and report me back. The very person took the hammer and the start cracking the tabs and nuts, clear, and he damaged the entire machinery. Other day, the person inquired from the person, why you have broken down. He clearly said, sir, you ordered me to crack the nuts, and the very engineer was litigated, means he was called in inquiry, he was punished just for one reason, because he has used the word crack. Crack in engineering is used for opening the tabs. He asked him to open the tabs, clear, so that the very function may be performed. But the person was newly hired and he didn't have the idea. Thereby, he just went and he had just one concept of cracking, just breaking. He took the hammer and broke it away. This is called the drawback of the jargons. You must be aware of using jargons. Clear? Let's read. Jargon, especially that which has grown out of computer usage, generally enrich our language. So I do not want to get a bad rap. Why not delight? For example, jargon as debug, flame, clear? So a bad rap is a jargon. So many jargons have come in our life. For example, we say token, coupon, clear? There are so many jargons. Who now? Mic, fine, net. These they are oversimplified. They are jargons, and we have to avoid these jargons. Here are some of examples. Today's world, rather than we can say today's modern society. Clear? So there are so many examples. You can read the jargons and slangs. And the second is destroying dangling modifier. Dangling modifier I have explained in the previous videos also. It means that using the wrong adverbs and adjectives. They are called dangling modifiers. Fine. When you use these words, clear? For example, Dangling modifiers are the common occurrence in technical writing and are easily overlooked by the writers who assumes the reader will automatically follow the sentence's meanings. Especially when you specify, it is easy to create dangling modifiers. That is, descriptive words that seem to dangle off by themselves because they do not accurately describe the words next to them. Most often, writers dangling modifiers at the sentence beginning grammatically. Clear? So here are the examples of the dangling modifier. Her ears were examined for damage with an otoscope. Results from previous tests were used to determine the final. Clear? Using an otoscope, her ear were examined for damage. This is the dangling modifier. The sentence flow is not proper. Clear? It means otoscope was used to examine her damaged ears. Clear? So this is the discussion that while we are using adjectives and adverbs, we must keep in mind the orders of the adjectives and order of the adverbs. Here using I and we, first person pronoun. First person pronoun has been much debated that in scientific writing first person pronoun is not preferred. Rather than in personal writing we can prefer it. Fine. In another discussion I have given a detailed discussion about it if you have listened to your videos properly, and here using it and this or other pronouns, do not always use it and this is a very good idea and that is very good idea and we and they are very good people. Specify this. Do not overuse it and this. Always use that very concept either in adjective or either in noun. Using overuse of it destroys the problems. And split infinitives. Clear? Splitting infinitives means putting other words within the sentence of the within the verbals. Clear? Putting adverb in the wrong place at the adverb. For example, have worked diligently and have diligently worked. These are the two. For example, students have worked diligently. This is a fluent one. It is a proper sentence because it is natural. Subject, verb and object. Fine. Adverb. Where have students have diligently worked. This seems inappropriate and it is more appropriate. Details are given in this discussion. You can follow. Now coming to the means next is ending sentences with prepositions. I think the video is going too large. We end up this and these points will be covered in the next video. Thank you.